why do we have to go up there and fly around? I mean, we've already been to the moon. We've already landed on it. Can't we just send another ship up there and go back?
Well, we're a bit rusty when it's been 50 years since you've done something. You need to validate some tests and test some life support systems and test some propulsion and communications and navigations systems before you land again. So that's what this crew will do.
Half a century on, I mean, you know, when we first did this, a computer that could do as much as my iPhone wouldn't even fit in this studio. I mean, we've had such incredible technological advances that it seems to me it should be a lot easier this time, but I'm getting the sense that that's not the case.
That's right. This is a $4 billion proof of concept as part of a larger mission that doesn't have a physical architecture that we've seen before. This is the first time the Congress will have to sustain a multi-administration program at this scale for this long. It just happens to be complicated with multiple vendors and with the technologies that NASA wants to study. As we get more advanced technologies and the missions become more complex, there are obviously a lot of other cultural and systemic issues that come up with the vision. NASA's vision just changed last week. Rather than putting up a gateway, which is a bit like a space station around the moon, they will be landing on the moon with multiple robotic missions and a lunar base soon. So with changing priorities, that also aids or adds to the complexity.
I have to say, $4 billion sounds like a drop in the bucket from a government that spends like $170 billion to fund ICE. But I guess it depends what your priorities are. What do we get in return for that money, Ezinne? What's the benefit coming out of this program?
There are a plethora of experiments. I do want to highlight one for your audience. There is an avatar organ on a chip investigation aboard Artemis 2. And what it will do is it will measure human response to deep space radiation. And this is a commercial windfall for the pharmaceutical modeling sector, for the biotech R&D sector, and for the space bioeconomy at large. And you can conduct this research without having to land on the moon. So that's one of several experiments that the astronauts will conduct. And we will see a number of gains in a number of sectors, including the space sector. You will have SpaceX and Blue Origin also that are preparing to support the Artemis program. So there are a number of large stakes here.
We're also not above a little healthy competition. Last time it was the U.S. versus the Soviets. Now the Chinese are looking to get to the moon by the end of this decade. How important is that competition? Do we also work together, and who wins?
You know, generationally, there seems to be a seismic shift in space races. You're right, 50 years ago, it was about racing to the moon and who had better technology. But today, with over 50 nations that are signatories to the Artemis Accords, what we're seeing is that countries want to go together. And the question today isn't whether America beats China to the moon, but whether that alliance really holds up. We have a Canadian astronaut, Jeremy Hansen, who's joining 3 U.S. astronauts on this journey, and that's a first for us. And so that alliance is proving to be strong, and we look forward to a strong cooperation as we go together, given the geostrategic environment we're facing today.